The hardest thing that the twin flame journey requires for twin flames to do is to release the outcome, because your day to day life cannot be lived in anticipation of a certain outcome and a pursuit of the outcome. Especially after a while on the journey, you will realize that this day to day life has its own significance. This moment is perfect, and there is every possibility to know the divine. There is every possibility to go through your ascension the way it is happening every moment, by not thinking that this moment is less important than the next one, or tomorrow, or years from now. But it is to start owning the present moment, start inhabiting the present moment more and more wholly and completely. That is actually very scary for the mind, because the mind loves to project something onto the future and evade the simplicity of the now moment, that everything is perfect in the now moment. So, because of that, because of this tendency of the mind, what will the mind do? It will chase outcomes, and it will keep you codependent on the outcome. Like, suppose if I have this, then I am happy. If I have that, then I can be satisfied. Till I have that, I'm going to feel incomplete. And this is the state in which humans live till the very end of their lives. So, when you are on this journey, release all outcomes of your life, all outcomes, whether it is union, it is abundance, it is some other pursuit of something else that you want to do, that you want to see in your reality, to surrender and release all of those outcomes and to come back into the now more and more and inhabit the now. And you will notice how afraid the mind is, and then notice that rather than giving in to the fear of the mind, question as to why the mind is so afraid if I release all outcomes. The soul is not dependent on outcomes. The soul is not dependent on achieving some things in life. That outer reality shifting to show a certain outcome does not affect the soul. It's just that the inner consciousness shifting and upgrading moves and creates the outer reality. The movement is from inside to outside, it's not the other way around. This is what takes a very long time for the mind to understand, because the mind is always scattered outside. The mind is not interested in what is on the inside. That is the nature of the mind. It is going to look outside because it has the baseline of incompletion. The ego mind is the baseline that it knows is that it is incomplete, that it doesn't have some things, that it is not enough, that it is not right, that it is not worthy, and all of that. Those are the programmings that we have all received collectively as humans. So it is always going to look for something outside. But the soul is not dependent on what is outside. The soul just is. It understands that it is the creator. The soul itself is the creator for what it wants to experience in the physical reality. It can manifest, right? And so all you have to do is be more in touch with the soul consciousness, rather than determining how you are feeling and how your day goes based on the outcomes that you see in the physical or you do not see in the physical, which may also mean to release the anticipation of your twin flame and your physical union and much else, many other things in your life, wherever you think that moment is going to become important and this moment is less important, right? This is a huge lesson and a very difficult thing, because it means you're going to transcend the narrative of the mind that you have received, that the narrative that you have received from so many people, the way the society is living, the way the social media is, the way media is, the way humans live is this. It is not in the now moment. And notice, if you come back to the now moment and you release all outcomes. By releasing, it means you surrender all outcomes. Okay, whatever will be, the que sera approach. that it doesn't matter. It can be what it will be, it's like, as they say, in the song, the future's not ours to see. That's what it is, isn't it? So you just come here in the now. Don't rely on predictions. Just be here in the now and just notice, is this now moment perfect? Why do I have to postpone my joy to a future or postpone my fulfillment to a future? Can I be fulfilled right now? Why do I have to postpone success to a future? Can I feel successful right now? Right? With just what I have. And does success even need me to have some things for me to call myself successful or feel the feeling of success? No. So what are we even chasing? We are chasing the feelings, and we have made those feelings conditional upon the achievement of certain outcomes, and that's not right. That is a huge disservice to our soul. Our soul is whole, complete, everything right here, right now. And it's the mind that goes in search for so many things outside, and then it's an endless search, and then it feels disillusioned, and then it learns to come back to itself. And then even when you start walking back to yourself, then again the mind wants to go outward, still looking for something. And the twin flame is the same way, because there is no one outside of you that holds anything more than what you hold within you, which applies to your twin flame. The twin flame is a projection screen of divinity. Like, you see divinity in them is actually your own divinity that they are just reflecting. But we want to, it's very like fantastical to imagine the reflection and to get excited about the outcome, to get excited about the reflection and live from that. It's also a little childish, right? There's nothing wrong with enjoying wonderful realities, but wonderful realities are not the source of our inner joy. So what does a spiritual seeker do is that they establish themselves in their inner joy, their inner being. That which cannot be taken away by fleeting circumstances outside of me. It cannot even be taken away by death. Right? That is true power. That is the truth of our being. Everything else is false. Everything else is repetitive, cyclical, a wonderful net, which has been cast on us, through which we exist, believing things are outside of us, that we have to chase, we have to improve ourselves, we have to be better, we have to do this, we have to do that, to feel better about ourselves. Right? That's not right. No outcome defines you. Even union as an outcome does not define you. It does not give you more importance as a person. Your ego may think that, now that I have communication with my twin flame, then I am more worthy now. Or if I'm living with my twin flame, then I am worthier now. That's not right. You're worthy irrespective. Your worth and your sense of existence cannot come from the physical outcome of your journey, right? Or any other outcome that you may be projecting, that I will be worthy when I have that. So just wanted to share this, that release all outcomes, because outcomes are false. It's putting the cart before the horse. They're false in the sense that they are not the source. They are the result of something else happening within you, not the other way around. I hope this is supportive. If you wish to work one-on-one with me, that is the first link in the description. If you wish to go deeper into the videos that I share, that is the second link, which is my Patreon. I'm sending you love.